we're on to week 4, and this is when things get crazy. So you do your warm-up, you run for 3, you walk for 90, you run for 5, you walk for 2.5, run for 3, walk for 90, run for 5, and then do your 5-minute walk down. So it's like you're like, not only are you pushing yourself, your cool down in between, or your little walks in between, get a lot less. That's scary. But 5 minutes is a long time to run. Like, if you put your microwave on for 5 minutes, think about it. Put your microwave on for 5 minutes for food, and then tell me that that's not the longest 5 minutes of your life. And then you want me to go and run that 5 minutes. It's scary but exciting, guys. I hate this. I hate Sarah American. I hate Ryan. I hate that karma. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Be positive. There's a woman running on the other side of the room. She just looks so flawless. Like, I don't even think she's out of breath. It's not fair. It's not fair. So, week 4, run 1, done. So it's 5-minute walk, then you run for 3 minutes, then you walk for 90 seconds, then you run for 5 minutes, walk for 2.5 minutes, run for 3 minutes, 90-second walk, run for 5 minutes, and then 5-minute warm down walk. It was hard. I never say that every week, and I know I say, like, I hate it, and, you know, I do hate it, but I love it at the same time. I love how it makes me feel, and I can see that I'm progressing, and that makes me feel good. That makes me want to keep going. You know, I didn't do the full 5-minute run, but I managed to do the 3-minute runs, and then I would do, like, run for like 3 minutes and then take a break, and then run for like another minute, or, you know, I'd run for 2.5 minutes, take a break, and then run for another like 2 minutes. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. You know, I'm not like an athlete runner or anything. You know, I'm not gonna be running 5k anytime soon, but I can see the improvement. Like, my breathing, like, my lungs don't hurt anymore. Like, that first week, my lungs were just like, I just couldn't breathe like for the rest of the day. But now, like, I run, and then after a couple of minutes, my breathing is fine, and I feel fine, you know. And like, when I'm resting, sometimes I could get really heavy breathing, to do with my hay fever and stuff. But I've noticed that it's less. So yeah, and I just feel overall, my knees still hurt, but they're not hurting as much as they have been. Like, there was a point last week where I just couldn't walk. They're a little bit sore at the moment, but they hurt nowhere near as much as they are. So I'm glad that I pushed through that. I'm glad that I persevered with that. Because I feel like if I had taken a week off, or even a couple of days off to like have a break, that I just would have given up, and I just wouldn't have done it. So I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that, you know, that I'm seeing improvements, and I feel great. Yeah. So week 4 run 2 is done. I actually feel really good about it. So I done 2.93 kilometers, and I really wish I'd gone for that extra like 0.07 of a kilometer, just to get it right up to like an even 3 kilometers, because that would have just felt great. But at the time, I just really wasn't worried about, you know, running for an extra, or walking for an extra 0.07 of a kilometer. But yeah, it is what it is. And I rang my dad about it, and I said to him, I was like, I really wish I'd gone for that 0.07 of kilometre. And he was like, that's how you know you've got the running bug. I was like, maybe not just yet. Like, no running bugs here, you know. So yeah, but I was thinking back to my first week versus this week. And like that first ever run that I'd done of all the 60 seconds, like I couldn't even do the 60 seconds. And then for hours afterwards, my lungs just felt like they were on fire. And I just struggled to breathe, and like my legs were achy and I felt tight and stuff like that. And now like it's just such a change. Like I don't even notice it's happening. But when I actually sit down and think about it, I'm like, actually I can run for longer distances without getting tired. I'm breathing better. Like I can actually could probably hold a conversation while running. Yeah. So, but my knees were hurting last week. There was like a day where I walked onto the pavement, went out for a walk with Dad. I had to step down the curb, and I just couldn't do it. But this morning I woke up and my knees were fine. Like before the runs, I've been taking ibuprofen just to make sure, like, you know, to help with the inflammation and stuff. But I didn't this morning, and my knees felt fine. My legs felt very achy. But that was because I was pushing myself for the runs. Like I didn't do the full 5 minutes, but I pushed myself as much as I could. And I actually feel great about it. Like I am noticing that I do run for longer. But normally I go out between 7 and 8. But this morning, because it's Sunday, I decided to have like a little bit of a lay-in. And I didn't go out till 9, and it was really warm. Because I was sweating, like my glasses kept falling down, and I kept like constantly having to, but because of all the sweat, like they just kept falling down, and that was an issue. It's hard being a runner. You know, you have to think about all these things. But yeah, I'm feeling very good about this. I'm very worried about next week, because week 5, run 3 is you run for I think 20 minutes. And I'm like, how do you go? Because the run before is like you run for 8 minutes, you walk for 5, and then you run for 8. And I'm like, how do you go from running just 8 minutes to running 20 solid minutes? But then week 6, run 1, you go back down to interval runnings, and I'm like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Obviously they've done it for a reason, but I'm just like, I have 3 runs, and then I'm expected to run for 20 minutes, 20 solid minutes. Guys, I'm scared. I'm very scared about that. So I've done the 3-minute run, the 5-minute run, the 3-minute run, and now I'm sitting on a bench. I just need a minute, but I feel like that's going to be bad, because my legs are just going to be like, nope, that's not the one. I may regret this. Week 4, run 3 is done. I actually feel pretty good about this run. I had to sit down halfway through, but I really pushed myself, and I managed to do both of the 5-minute runs and the 3-minute runs, and it was hard, but I felt amazing. You know, like I think back, I keep saying this, I think back to that first run where I couldn't even run for the 60 seconds, and now I'm running for 5 minutes. Like, don't get me wrong, it's tough, it's really tough. I'm just not athletic and not fit, but to be able to run for 5 minutes is just crazy. So I feel really good about that. Like I feel really, you know, like halfway through the week, like the last run, I felt really like, oh, am I going to be able to do this? Like I'm not running for the full 5 minutes, but I did it, and I feel wonderful. And I think, like, part of my problem is I leave everything to the last minute. Like, just anything in general is always left to the last minute. But I find that I do my best work at the very end. Like, if the first 2 runs I don't do too well, And I'm like, I'm gonna have to repeat repeat a day. And then on the third run, like, I just pull it out the bag, you know. I managed to do the whole run. And I think that's like my mentality is like, I don't want to have to repeat a day, or repeat a week. So in my head, I'm like, I have to do this run. I have to, you know, run for the full 5 minutes or run for the full 3 minutes. And then I pull it out the bag and I find like this inner strength to just do it. And then I feel wonderful. And it, you know, but also, like, I am noticing like improvements to my fitness, you know, because I can run for longer now, and although I'm getting out of breath, like, I recover a lot quicker, my lungs feel a lot better. So yeah, and I managed to smash 3k today, which I've never done before. Then I said last run I'd done 2.93 kilometers, so I managed to get that extra 0.7 kilometer in, and it felt good. I'm not gonna lie. And now I don't want to do anything less than 3 kilometers because, like, I know that I can do it. So yeah, next week is week 5, and I think you run for like 5 minutes and you run for 8 minutes. But the thing that scares me, you run for 20 minutes straight, but then week 6 run 1 you go back to interval running, and I'm like, surely that's not on. Like, surely someone's made a mistake there, you know? But surely not. But, you know, so it's like I've only got 2 runs and then I'm expected to run for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Like, crazy. But we'll see. We'll see how I get on. So, week 4 is done. It was harder than I was expecting it to be. But I done it. And I feel amazing. The knee pain is completely gone. All my legs feel fine. They feel great. I'm actually starting to enjoy this. Like, I'm not loving it. I haven't got that running bug that everyone talks about, but I am enjoying it, and I'm excited to, like, you know, make this progress. The 5 minutes were hard though. The 5 minutes were a struggle, but I pushed through and I managed to do them in the end. And next week gets scary because the end of week 5, there's like a 25-minute run in it, and that terrifies me. But the plan obviously does for a reason. It is what it is, you know. The people in the Couch to 5k app seem to think that I can do the 20-minute run, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not finding that I have like tons of energy, but I do have more energy. I am drinking a lot of water as well. I do in general, like before this Couch to 5k, I do drink a lot of water. But yeah, I'll see you guys in week 5, when things are going to start getting serious. It terrifies me. But it's all a process. You know, the end goal is to run 30 minutes. So in the grand scheme of things, running for 5, 8, 10 minutes is nothing if you're planning to run for a full 30 minutes without stopping. It's baby steps. And hopefully it gets me to where I want to be. So I'll see you guys in week 5.